And good evening, everybody. I hope you are all doing well today and tonight, tomorrow, whenever you're watching this. I don't mind, but long as you are well. Yes, this is Richard. I am here live tonight, and it's not what we usually do. I'm actually going to be reading the cards. So there is my hand. Hello, everyone. I'm going to be reading the cards, the Divine Guidance Pack from SBTV. So I'm going to be doing that later on for everybody. So this is going to be the first time I've actually read these cards live. Usually it's a digital format, but I'm actually going to be doing it and giving it a go tonight myself. So please like, share and follow. And yeah, that's all I can ask. Please like, share and follow. And if you are on TikTok, please follow us on there as well at SBTV UK, because we are really trying hard to get ourselves live on there so we can broadcast on there as well. So if you are a TikTok user, please do that. Do some hellos to some people who have come on. We have Caroline. Hi Caroline, thanks very much for supporting us. Ashley's here as well, along with Soraya and Ronald, Christine and Michelle. If you're having internet issues, let me know. Because my system is telling me there's a few bits of internet issues, but it shouldn't be, but please let me know. Hi to Ronal, who's come on. I've just said hello. You're asking for number 6, please. Hello, number 8. What I'm going to be doing, I'm just going to be picking cards randomly this evening. It is a little bit different. Usually I get you to pick the cards, and I will then pick out the number from the pack and put it on. Tonight, I'm just going to shuffle the cards and pick them up randomly. So yeah, so you've got the real me here tonight doing the readings, and not just an automated voice. It's the real me and my interpretation of the cards. Now I do this purely for just a bit of fun. I'm not a psychic, I am not a medium either. I purely just do it for a bit of fun, but if it helps you on your way, then so be it. But it's to say, it's all a bit of fun. If you're new to the channel, please say hi. If you are a VIP, yet again, please say hi to us, and please like, share and follow. I've noticed we have Sandra on here as well, along with Andrea. Hi Andrea, nice to see you here. How many people have shared so far? Because we don't get many people sharing our live streams, which is such a shame. But there you go. Hi to Rebecca. Hope you're doing well. We've got 3 shares so far. That's great. Let's keep going. Hi, Robert. Hope you're doing well. If you are having issues with the stream, let me know, because my system is telling me there is a bit of an issue. But please let me know if they are. Thank you very much, Michelle, for sharing. And because you have shared, I will pick you first. You should see your name on the screen. It's only me tonight, so obviously I have to do everything, so then we know who's who. So bear with me. Hopefully that I get all this right. Usually I do all this behind the scenes, but today it's just me because we had a cancellation. But I hope Daz gets himself sorted, and I think it's okay for them. So yeah, so we are using the limited edition Divine Guidance Oracle Pack. Only 100 has been produced, and they're not available, only to those who are pre-ordered. I believe there's about 16 available, but this will be available hopefully very soon. We're just finishing off the booklet. It was created, but once it was printed, we realized, and I can show you, that the text was absolutely tiny, and you won't be able to read that. So the idea then was to recreate the booklet, and that's what's taking the time to recreate it, because I'm a very busy person, but I will try and get them as quickly as possible. Christine Davis saying it's crackly. I say there is an internet issue on my side. Maybe I should have restarted the machine beforehand, but hopefully it will sort himself out. You don't have to give me a number today. I'm just going to shuffle these for the first time. I've never shuffled these cards ever. And when people say, oh, can I have a quick look? Can I shuffle them? It's like, no, don't touch them. Leave them alone. You see this black dot there? That just tells me where I've got to put the card. That's all that is. So these are the cards that are there. As you can see, they're all random, all in number order. So I'm going to shuffle these for the first time ever. So yeah, and they are a bit different. They're not a typical traditional Oracle deck. They are completely different, created by myself. and along with the descriptions, but you're going to get the live me now. So let's give these a shuffle. He says, and makes a right mess of it. And I'm just going to pick people randomly. If you are a VIP, please let me know, because you do get priorities on readings on this channel for supporting us. And all we ask is 33 pence. That's all we ask. So Michelle shared first, so I'm going to give a reading to Michelle. Oh, that one flew out. I don't believe in all that. Oh, it flies out. You've got to do it again. No, it's just because the person can't shuffle properly. Because then I say, put it back in again. And if the card flies out again, then yeah, it's meant to be. But that's my interpretation. Other people would totally disagree with me. You get used to me. I have my own views and opinions. Causes lots of hassles, but there you go. Right, Michelle, a card for you. And the card that I've picked randomly for you is Guardians of Angels. That's the card. And that's from the Life Pack section. There's 3 sections to the cards. You have the Major Arcana, then you have the elements, then you have the angels, and then you have the Life Pack. The Life Pack is completely unique to this deck. You won't see it anywhere else unless someone copies me, but this is completely unique. And the Life Pack is about what goes on in our lives, what happens, the realism in our lives, and that's why I called it the Life Pack. You're welcome, Michelle. So let's sort something out for you. So this card is number 30, and it's called the Guardian of Animals. And it's a very important card for people who are animal lovers. And what you find when we love animals, we seem to sort of distance ourselves from the rest of the world, the human side of things, because we feel more tuned in with everybody else. Sorry, number 50 the card, not number 30, number 50. And this card in your life at this moment in time tells me that you have a trust issue, that people around you are causing more disruption that's needed. And what I want to say to you is that even though you love the life of animals, the freedom, but I want to say to you right this moment in time that you have this profound connection with the animal kingdom. But with the animal kingdom, they trust their instincts. And this is what I feel right now at this moment in time. You have to trust your instincts a bit more. Okay? Also need time for healing for you right now. Animals can come along and give you this healing, this natural love, this natural healing for you. And I feel right now this is what you need to do. Okay, I feel that you need to start looking into yourself, ask for healing, what's around you, what's ever happened in the past with you, with the trust issue, you can overcome this. But you've got to look into your life that little bit more. And once you start looking into your life a bit more, you can understand the lessons of what you have been given. Also, what I want to say to you, do you volunteer? Maybe a good time for you to go out, start volunteer to help animals, maybe help in a shelter or something like that. But also of a way for you to teach. You have a lot of knowledge for people, but isn't it about time the knowledge that you have that you share to everybody else? Okay, a short reading for you, but I hope it makes sense. But at the end of the day, it is your choice what you want to do. So the last thing I want to say to you is that the card encourages you to cherish and protect everything that's around you. Okay, be protective of yourself, be protective of the people you love, the animals that you care for, and they will give you the love back to you. Be a bit more careful whom do you give your trust to. Okay, so that's that card for you. I hope that makes sense to you, Michelle, and you saying yes, thank you. Thank you for your feedback. It's really nice to receive. As I said, everybody, I'm not a psychic or a medium. I do this purely for a bit of fun. It's the descriptions that I have written for these cards, and these cards are unique and different. So please share. I'm going to people who have shared, and of course VIPs. If you're not a VIP, it doesn't matter. You will still get a reading if I get around to as many people as I can. I can see that we have Sandra on from YouTube, and she is a VIP. Right then, Sandra, let's pick a card for you, young lady. Ooh, young lady. And the card I've picked for you is Partnership, which is number 65 in our deck. Okay. Right, let's put Sandra up on screen. There we go. There's that there. Sorry, if you hear text, I'm just turning off all the texts and the phones. Otherwise, I'm going to get people pinging and ponging everywhere. Because my phone never stops from first thing in the morning to late at night. So let's just turn all the audio off. So my apologies, should have done that beforehand. There's me. I usually tell all the hosts on SBTV to turn off their phones. And I can't even do it myself. But there you go. Sandra, number 65 for you, which is the Partnership card. And that's a really good, positive card. It doesn't always represent that you're going to find new love, but you can interpret it that way if you want. But in this instance, I want to say to you that there's some kind of collaborations coming your way. It could be a sign of a new job. It could be where you're having mutual goals or ambitions where you're having to transform your life right now. So if you're planning to, like, for example, moving, or if you are planning to start a new relationship, or have your current relationship to build new boundaries, it's on its way. It's a good, positive time for you to make manifestation in your changes. So if you are planning to move, if you're planning to have a new career, this is a good time to do it. The angels are around you saying, yeah, go forward, reflect on what's going on, make the right choices, read the small print, and once you have this idea of where you want to go, then it will just work out. Okay, it's a two-way situation. You don't just go into a job and say, I want this job, I have an interview, they interview me, and you just want to get a job, so you try and make yourself look good. But then you should turn it around a little bit more. Question them. What is the pension? What are the hours? How long do you get off for maternity and stuff like this? The questions that are really important that people don't ask. So that's what the Partnership card represents. It's a two-way collaboration with both of you and whatever's going on with you now. If you are in a partnership, then listen to the guidance that they offer. Because sometimes we have our own narrow-minded and we just have a focus on what we want to do with our life, and we don't listen to any third party. So when we have our partner that comes in and you ask for their opinion, listen to it. Ask for their guidance, because sometimes communication, and when you have that communication, it will make sense. Okay, it's a time of celebration and a sign of collaboration at the same time. Okay, it's also a sign of that if you embrace this change, if you want it, then take charge of it. Because sometimes when we ask for a change in our lives, we're not specific in what we're saying. So for example, if you turn around and say, I want to have a lot more money, how are you manifesting that? Does it mean you have to go out and earn this money to make the money? Do you have to then wish for the lottery? We all wish for that. It never happens, but there you go. But the thing is, if we manifest and be positive with the situation, then this period of change that is around you right now is going to work, because the strength is within you. You can weather the storm no matter what is going on, and no matter what the dark nights are, you can ask for the light, and it will guide you on the way that you want. Okay, so that's how I see the Partnership card. I hope that helps in some way. Okay, so the cards we are using are the Divine Pack there, which they are created by SBTV. You said that is very helpful. I hope that it is in some way. Okay, right, how are we doing with the shares, everybody? How we doing? Let's have a quick look. and I'll have a look see who has shared, because we do, SBTV do all this for free. We never ask anything from you, and all we ever ask is to follow us on TikTok, follow us on Facebook and YouTube, share as much as you can, help us grow. We're not like other channels that will ask you for money or whatever the case may be. We understand that everybody has to live, and that's not an issue with us, but SBTV is 100% free, and all we ask is for you to share. And if you're new, please say hi to us as well. Hi to Natalie. I can see Natalie's here, so is James, so is Angel is here as well, and we have Anna who's here. Belinda, hi Belinda, how you doing? Kathleen is here. Claire Pound is also here, along with Lynn. Who else have we got on the live? We've got Terry Louise, we've got Marianne who's here as well. Tina Gray, hi Tina, hope you're doing well, nice to see you. We've got Christine Davies. I hope you're feeling better, Christine. Christine was going to come on last night, but there's a bit of situation, but I hope everything's been resolved now. But I believe she is on Tuesday, along with Stacey Shaw, which I'm looking for. The Tuesday show is for everybody to come on Zoom. If you're a VIP, you get priority on readings, and it's the way people just get together and have a good old gossip. There could be some teaching, it could be some learning involved, workshops, maybe some meditations. It could be just sitting around at a table and having a good old moan. It's a community-based show for everybody to get involved. So, looking forward to that. Right, okay then, let's go for. Thank you very much, Angel, for your comments. I see. Right, let's go for another VIP, and then I would check everybody else. We've got Tina, who is a VIP. There you go. Don't forget, I will be doing cards for everybody else as well. I'm just priority. VIPs do get priority. So let's pull a card for Tina. We do check, by the way, who are VIPs. VIPs are people who kindly donate 33 pence to our channel, which helps pay for our broadband and other costs occurred. We are non-profit. We make no money from this project whatsoever. If there is any money left over at the end of the month, what we do competitions, we pay for one-to-one readings and so forth. So no money is put into anybody's pockets. Right, Tina, the card I have pulled for you is Justice. Okay. And that card is number 21. And I believe that's one of the major arcana cards there as well. So anyway, 21 on our pack, as you can see, that it's all our cards that represent around an angel. And what you'll find with that is, when I've created these cards, it's hence why they're called a divine guidance, because I feel that some divine was guiding me with the idea and the thoughts of the cards. But anyway, if you want to become an SBTV, just go to www.sbtv.uk and all the information is on there. I say you don't have to, it is optional, it does help us, but you do not have to be a VIP on this channel to receive a reading. You get priority along with other things like private courses and stuff like that. We do a lot, all the information's on the website. But anyway, so Tina, this card is for you. And this card, if you are aware of the major arcana, it embodies the fairness and balance and truth within your life right now. It's about equality and actions and decisions that you have to make right now. You have to seek the truth and understand that the choices that you make can reflect on not just you and others that is around you. Once you've understood that, you can then make the choices that you feel what's right for you, not for others. Because that's what people tend to do. They think about the third person or the second person. They don't think about or reflect on what happens within their lives. So what you have to do is, when you look at things that's going on in your life, get the things that's right for you. It's a balance between what's right and what's wrong. And you know in your heart what you really have to do. I don't know the situation. You don't have to tell anyone. It's nothing to do with us whatsoever. But I hope what I'm saying to you is resonating to you. Seek the truth in no matter what is going on around you. Obviously, there could be someone out there who's not telling the truth to you, and you need to either accept the little white lies or make a decision if you want to confront and say, enough's enough, no, I need to know the truth. Okay, and then once you find the truth, it is your decision, and in your decision only, to think about the consequences that happens after that choice. Okay, I'd be grateful for any feedback that would help. You don't have to, it is your choice. But what I want to say to you lastly is there's a lot of energy within this card. A lot of truth has to be said and has to come out, and it's down to you to make the truth happen. Tread very carefully and make sure that you don't get hurt in the long run. If you do, if it does upset, then you have to take the consequences, as I said. But be honest and truth to yourself, what you really want out of life, not what others want. Okay? I hope that helps in some way. Okay? Right, okay, that's that one down. Let's have a sip of water. Hi Michelle, I can see Michelle's on, and so is Seren also from YouTube. Hi Barbara, nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Akami, hi, hope you're well. Hope I've pronounced your name correctly. Let's have a look to see who has shared, shall we? So I could pick someone randomly from the shared list. We have quite a few. Right, okay. Thank you for your feedback, Tina. I hope that guides you in some ways. Right, okay, let's go for, we got Barbara, who's here, who is on Facebook. She's asking for any insights would be lovely. I hope so, Barbara. Here is a reading for you. Oh, so how many of you so far on who are watching that are following us on TikTok? Don't forget, if you do follow us and let us know, then you're entered into a competition to win a free one-to-one reading with one of our hosts on SBTV, courtesy of SBTV, because we still have to pay them. You know what I mean? So let us know. Right, so this one is for you, Barbara. And if you wonder what that little black thing is there, that's just telling me where I've got to place the card. That's all. Right, Barbara, the card for you is fear. Okay. And that's out the life pack as well, which I created, because I try to be honest within this life pack is what we're going through, and not just typical arcana cards, typical oracle cards that you get. So I've done it so it's a little bit different, and hopefully it makes sense. But this card for you, Barbara, it talks about how you got to delve deep with me, work with me here, go down deep within you. What are you afraid of? What are you? Every mistake that you think you are making is stopping you from doing what you really want to do. Isn't it about time to confront them head on and realize that this is what's holding you back in what you want to do? And that could be in your love life, it could be in your career, it could be talking to loved ones. But if we face our fear to a degree, we can then start understanding why we as people cannot move forward. So what I'm trying to say to you, the fear card, it tries to encourage you to embrace what's there, what you're afraid of. And once you understand these minor shadows or these bits you don't like doing, like going up the top of a tall building or going down a slide or going up on heights or anything like that, or don't want to eat, meat or whatever the case is. If you understand where these fears come from, then you can start navigating through your own personal journey, have that transformation within yourself, and you can grow within you. Okay? It's all about self-discovery. It's harnessing what you have learned in your past, facing these situations and moving towards a greater understanding and enlightenment in your own personal growth. Okay? And if you do that, then you will find when you look at yourself in the mirror, instead of facing fear, you starting to feel happy. You're saying, I've done this achievement, I did it myself. No one helped me, no one guided me, I did it myself. And then you can be proud of what you have achieved. Okay, it's all about facing one's fears. This is what this card is, facing your fears. It's about embracing this fear, illuminating with the light, hence why you've got the light there and the shadows coming through from the bottom. You might think it's fire, but you could look at it as being energy, of being strong and stepping forward to your true self. Have solace in the knowledge that you have gained to move forward. Okay, a short one there for you, Barbara, but I hope that it helps. Please do let me know. How is everybody doing? Everybody shared? Everybody liking? Good. You were saying, I don't live in that space, Richard. It's a strange card for me. Well, please read it back later. As I said, I'm not a psychic or medium. I just shuffle the cards, comes out, and I'm just reading what I believe the description states. If it helps, then great. If it doesn't make sense what you're saying in here, then maybe later on they will. If it doesn't help you, it may help others who were listening if they're going through a similar situation right now. Okay, right, let's moving on with that. Let's go to Mrs. MB. Just only because she was at the top of the chat that I could read. So yeah, so I'm just going to put that one on there. That's from YouTube. Right. If you're trying to find our app, it is available on Google Play. So just go to Google Play and type in SBTV app, and you can download it, install it. It's ad-free. It is free. You have a card of the day, which are these cards. It has meditations, it has affirmations, it has reflections, it has podcasts, it has a wellness section, how to eat, how to be a better person. You have a spiritualism section to it as well. There's lots and lots, and it's 100% free. There's no donations, no payments, no nothing. So if you want to download it, sadly it's not for Apple, because Apple or any iOS system. It's because Apple want to charge SBTV £100 a year, which where we're non-profit and we don't have that type of money. We don't get any money, so therefore we can't afford to put it on the Apple as of yet. Anyway, so Mrs. B. So the card I've got for you is the balance card. Okay. So the balance card is number 38 in the pack. And yet again, that's something that we've created, or I say we as the Royal We, but I've created this card. But what it represents for you, Mrs. MB, is to have an idea, indicates that it's a contemplation of how you balance your life. Okay, take certain elements of your life. For example, you're doing a lot of work here. You may be a grandmother or you may be a parent, and you're not having enough time to yourself. You're doing more for everybody else than you are doing for yourself. You're making decisions for people, so people come and talk to you, you're helping them and supporting them, but you're not looking within yourself and what choices that resonate for you to make your life go forward. Okay, and what I also want to say to you is with this card is that the thoughts and emotions that are in your mind at the moment is not making clear to any pathway where you want to go forward. Okay, so with that in mind, have a focus, think about the tapestry of its existence, realize what you want to do with your life, and let the balance be your guiding force. Have a balance of what you are doing. So not 100% work, not 100% children, time for focusing on you. Have a balance between work, relationships, and life. Have something that you enjoy doing. So if you have a hobby, have that balance overtake everything else, because this is what you want to do. Maybe you need to reduce on helping people as well. Maybe start looking into yourself and what you wouldn't do, and start shaping your life that works for you. But don't overdo it. You need to rest as well, just as much as you play. You need to have that rest. Also, try and avoid any nasty judgments right now. So if anybody's asked you for help or whatever, think about the situation. Think about the judgment. Is this right? Is this wrong? Follow your gut instincts. What is right for you? Okay? Because if you don't do this for you and you're helping others, does that make you feel good, or does it make you trouble? Especially if you're loaning money to people, will you get it back? Can you really afford it? You've got to have that balance. Okay? And that's what this card represents for you there. All right? Hope that makes sense or helps in some way. All right, let's take that away. Have we got any more VIPs on? Let me just check. No. Right, okay, so let's just... Our system is very clever, it's very intelligent. We don't use StreamYard or anything like that. We have a broadcasting software that's designed to broadcast. And on this, I can see all your comments that come in batches of lines of 20. So I can see who's coming on, who's chatting away, and so forth. So the cards we are using are the Divine Guidance Pack that I've created for SBTV. If you have pre-ordered, thank you ever so much for your patience. I've nearly finished updating the booklet, because as you can see within the booklet, the text is absolutely tiny, so I've had to recreate the booklet. So hence why there's been a delay. My apologies, but thank you for I've seen your comment. Yeah, yes, my kids always come first and I forget about me. Yes, children are very important, and yes, they do come into your life. But if you're not looking after yourself, who's going to look after them? Yeah, so look after yourself first, then look after them, because you are important. Okay, right, and let's have a quick look at everybody else's. Hi Mark, nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Let's have a quick look to see who has shared out there. If you're on Facebook, please share, like and follow, and same as with YouTube, you can share it as well. But please, 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 if you are on TikTok, please follow us, because what we want to do is broadcast on there as well. But we need to get 1,000 followers, and I think we're up to 370 right now. So would be really, really nice if we can get that 1,000. And on Monday, it is SBTV's 5th birthday. So we'll be celebrating that all day from 10:30 at night to roughly around 9:30 in the evening. Sorry, 10:30 in the morning to 9:30 in the evening. So there's lots of going on, lots of competition. We're giving lots of prizes away, free card readings and free one-to-one mediumship readings, all sorts happening all day, lots of competitions. We have Deb Clark, Neil, Tony, Karen, Clara, myself. We've got David Howe coming on. We've got a handful of the hosts on SBTV all coming along to support, and we're going to be doing a competition in the evening, a bit like Celebrity Squares, where I will be the host, and I'll be asking you guys, the audience, some questions, and they'll be really, really simple questions, really fix on what color is blue, sort of thing, that silly questions, and the first person who gets picked will then be given a read and be chosen randomly for a reading. So it's just a bit of fun. But anyway, let's have a look. Hi to Diane, hope you're doing well. Hi Siobhan, you're doing well as well. Let's have a look. I was looking at the comments who's shared. Let's have a quick look. Thank you for everybody for sharing. I can see there's quite a few now. Hi Sonia, Deb Clark, Tina Gray, Natalie Bentley, Simon Akimi. So thank you for all. Right, okay, let's pick someone randomly. Diane is asking me a question. Welcome Diane to the channel. You say it's your first time here. How are the readings are done, please? These readings are done through the Divine Guidance Oracle Pack, which has been designed exclusively by me for SBTV. I'm not a psychic, I am not a medium. I do this purely a bit of fun. There are always very professional mediums and psychics on the channel that offer readings every single day, usually about 8 o'clock. Sometimes we have an afternoon or a morning show. But tonight we had a cancellation, so I thought I would come on. I was going to have a night off, but you know me, I'm a bit of a workaholic. I like to non-stop work, keep going. So I decided to come on and use the cards for the first time. They said it is the first time these have actually been used for real. Usually it's usually digital, but tonight it's the real thing. So that's how we're doing it. And I'm just picking names randomly. And Diane, because you asked that lovely question, I'm going to give you a card. Let's have a look. Now these cards are not a typical large pack. They're quite small, so they're easy to shuffle unless you're me who shuffles them and they just fall everywhere still. Right, let's have a look. Diane, you've got the card Heartache. So all the illustrations have been created by me as well, along with the titles, along with the description. And that card is number 55 in the life section of the pack, which I've explained to you already today. So, but this card is number 54, and I say it's called Heartache. And what the card means for me, Diane, for you, is that when we go through life, we are supposedly here to have lessons, okay? And we're also vulnerable within our lives because we fall in love, we care, we are human, we have emotions. And with emotion becomes grief, hence why it's called a feeling, because we feel our emotions. And grief can be in many forms. It could be as leaving a loved one, ending a relationship, hurting yourself. It always affects the heart. And this card has come round at this point in your life that I want to say you're still mourning possibly a past one. What I want to say to that, we all mourn in our own ways, and we always miss the people that we love. But you got to think, would that person we love, would they want us to mourn? Would they rather that we celebrate their life by talking about them, having these memories of them? And if we do that, we're still keeping them alive because we have them in our mind and we have them in the heart. When we stop and say, I can't do this, I can't do that because I am mourning, you're not celebrating their life in my view. You're just thinking of what's gone, what's past. And I feel at this moment in time, Diane, that you need to start to celebrate what the past has happened. Embrace what's happened. Yes, we are disappointed, be it a loved one passing, being an end of a relationship, end of a job, it's still grief. But we can learn from this. And once we understand why we're grieving, we can move on with the knowledge that we have grown within ourselves. And that every ending carries the seed of a new beginning. When people, and I see this many times on SBTV, will I fall in love again? Will I find someone to love me? Well, yes, if you've fallen in love before, you will find someone else, maybe change what you're looking for, maybe change what your desires are. Yes, we can be selfish, but sometimes we can just say, I just want to be loved, I want to be cared for, and I want to give my love to someone. And changing a routine can actually do this. You can find love anywhere because you just don't know when it's going to happen. A lot of the time is when you're not looking for love, it happens because at that point you still have this grief, you're still doing something with you. So Diane, what I want to say to you at this moment in time is look at yourself, and if you look at the card, she's dropping petals are falling down, okay? And when you have all these petals that just fall down, the rose will grow again. Unless you cut it off, of course. But if it's on a rose bush, it would just keep growing and growing and growing. And that's you. You will grow as that petal descends. It's an ending of something. It's now herald a fresh new start for you. And as you start this new cycle of life, those dark nights will always become a new dawn, because we always wake up again for a new beginning and a new day. We have to embrace what we've left behind and move forward to something that's new. And I wish you all the very best with that. Okay? Anyway, that's that there. Hope that helped. It's really thirsty doing this, I know. Right, let's have a look. Who else have you got? Let's have a look at who's tongue-tied already. Right, who has signed up to our TikTok? Let me know, and whoever has signed up, I will quickly pick them a card. If you can't sign up to TikTok, don't worry about it, because if you're on another platform or whatever, then that's fine. But don't forget to sign up to our TikTok. You are welcome, Diane. Absolutely welcome. But I hope it helps in some way. Right, Angel, you've been on from the very beginning. Let's have a quick card for you. You've asked for some guidance. I can give you a card and tell you my interpretation, and if it helps, then there's your guidance. Oh, I'm going to give you this card. It's called Reflection. You can't really see it, but it's number 71 in the pack out of the 78 cards. But I don't know if I can bring it in closer to you so you can see, but if you look at the pictures there, you can see her facial expression is different to the one that is given the reflection. Okay, but let's concentrate on the reflection card for you and what's going on around and why this card was picked. Okay, or throughout, whatever you want to see it. Right, okay. Very similar to what I've said to everybody else this evening, is that you need to look at the self-reflection to yourself. When you stand and you look into a mirror, you're seeing a reflection of you. And you just stand there looking at it and looking at it and looking at it, thinking, is it going to change? It's not going to change, because it's only you. It has that perception in your own life and how you see it. People put masks on for their lives, and they come outside the world and they say, hey, I'm really good. And they come indoors and they sit down and they feel lonely. Or they're not alone. So they're brave. And I understand that, because that can revolve around depression, anxiety. I'm not saying you have this. But we reflect on our lives differently to how other people see it. Hi, James. How others see it. There's secrets that we have that we hide. And being honest with oneself helps you immediately to understand and to love you. Okay, and I feel at this time, Angel, that you need to have this self-love. Reflect on your life, where you want to go, and once you have these realities and the dimensions that surround you, then you can look into this and go, this is where I want to go. This is what I want to do with my life. And once you have that moment of revelation, you can start saying, you know what? I can manifest myself, what I want to do. What I want to say to you is seek the balance and the harmony that defines you. Stop pretending to be other people to make them feel happy because you want them to be happy. Just be you, and people will accept you as you. Be it your friends, your lover, your family, just be you. Stop pretending to be what everybody else wants you to be. If they are a true friend, if they're a true lover or a true family member who believes in you, they will love who you are and not the person you're trying to be. And this also reflects on your love life. It works both ways. They can't always give, and you can't always give. There has to be a balance within your life. Reflect what you want in this relationship. Communication is the most important thing in a relationship, in any relationship. Be working, love life, family, friends. It's all about communication. It's all about honesty. And once you're honest with yourself, things will go better and forward for what you want within it. Keep with the facts in your life, not superstition, not what you think it could be or what you've heard. keep with the facts. Once you keep with the facts in your life, the reflections will start to become different, because you'll see in the positiveness within you. Okay, and that's what I feel what this card is saying to you right now. I hope in some ways that it helps, or it gives you a bit of guidance and some enlightenment of what you're looking for. And there you go. That's that card for that there. Hi Susan, welcome. I say that you're new here. Hope you're doing well. Right, let's have a look. Who else? Oh, I've just seen a comment. You are more than welcome. So the cards we are using is the Divine Oracle deck. That's what we're doing. You are more than welcome. Right, here we go. Let's have a quick look at the people who has shared. Right, I'm not going to stay on too late this evening. Right, Sarah is telling me she has followed me on TikTok. So Sarah, let's pull you a card, young lady. There you go. And you're VIP too. Okay, well thank you very much for supporting our little channel. Right, let's pull you a card. Hi MJC, hope you're doing well. Good to see you on. Feels weird shuffling these cards. I didn't want to shuffle them. Just wanted to keep them all in number order. But I thought, oh no, I've got to do it. It's like the missus saw me. She goes, oh, can I shuffle him? It's like, no, leave him alone. Don't touch him. Right. Here we go. Give these a good old shuffle. Time is your card, Sarah. Time. And that number is number 72. And as we all know with time, the spirit world turn around and say, there's no such time in the spirit world. I don't believe that at all, one bit. But that's my opinion. I'm not going to go into it either. Anyway, so Sarah, this card is for you. And what I want to say to you, seize the opportunities before they slip through your fingers. Okay? Because when we offered an opportunity, we think about it, which is good. It's always good to think about an opportunity. Should we take this opportunity or not? Read between the lines and so forth. But when we spend too much time thinking, pardon the pun, when we spend too much time thinking about or reflecting on our past, or should I do this or should I do that, the time disappears on us. Okay? You need to seize the opportunities before they go. You need to mend any old relationships. If they've caused more heartache, then this, by all means, leave it alone. But if you're still on talking terms, sometimes it's good to just say, I've had my time with you, I've enjoyed it, I'm no longer in love with you. And you shouldn't hold on. You should just move on and don't let that time slip away, because it's going to work for both. And it's all about pursuing your own aspirations. It's taking that breath to appreciate what's happening in your life now. And you've got to remember that time waits for absolutely no one, apart from me, because I'm about 300 years old. But when we wake up in the morning, another day has gone. Look back and say, what did you achieve yesterday? What have you done for yourself yesterday? People don't have that luxury. Some people don't have that. They get up and they just do the same routine because that's all they have in their lives, and that's all they can do, because they may have restrictions. But if you are a free being, there's nothing wrong in having the three thoughts that are in your mind. Being positive in one's mind and allowing yourself through this time life within your life, and trust in the universe. When someone knocks on your door or you bump into someone, was that a meaning? Were you meant to be at a certain place at a certain time? Look at it as a moment of preciousness and purposefulness, because if you have that, then you're not just a number, you're not just a statistic. You are a person that is important, and you can allow yourself to slow time down to do what you want to do. You have untapped potential in absolutely anything, because the future is open to you and to anyone to change. The past is what shaped you, and now the future is what you want to do with. As they say, the past is the past, the future is tomorrow, but the present is a gift, because hence why we call it a present. And it doesn't matter how we look at it, we're all time travelers, because we look back and we've gone through the past. We're living in the present, and the future is tomorrow. We're going to wake up tomorrow. So we are time travelers, but tomorrow is what I want to make, what I want to do. And this card says to you, it is your time to make your decision to do what you want to do with it, and don't allow anybody to dictate to you what your life should be. It's yours alone. Do whatever you want with it, as long as you're happy, you're contented, and don't harm anyone. That's what I say with that. But I hope that helps, Sarah. There you go, that was your card. Right, okay, let's have a quick look. Belinda Jones, say hello to Belinda as well. Hope you're well. I'm going to, we haven't done many from YouTube. YouTube, are you still there? Hello, is anybody there? Please say hello. Otherwise it's unfair me just doing everybody on Facebook, because then people on YouTube say, oh, we never get a card. Well, if you don't comment, I don't know you're there. It's that simple. Right, I just go to the very beginning of the pack. Who was here? Caroline Sam Brooks, are you still here, young lady? Because you were the first person on. Hi, Pammy Davies. Hope you're well. I'm a light worker and here. Good. Welcome. I hope that this evening opens your mind up and say, oh, I don't want to do this. I'm joking. Hi to Cheryl. Hope you're well. We've got Danielle who's on as well. We've got Bev all the way from Australia, I believe. Hi, Bev. Hi, Kathleen. How are you doing? Well. I don't think if Caroline's still here. Caroline, are you still here? Don't think she is. Right, okay, let's go to Kathleen Connor then. Let's go to you, and then we go over to that, to YouTube, if anybody's awake over there. They've all dozed off, fallen asleep, making tea. Tomorrow morning we have the Divine Service with Wimbledon Spiritualist Church, and then tomorrow evening at 7:30 we have Lee and Maria who are on giving free mediumship readings. That starts at 7:30, so please come and join us for that. Right, the card I've picked for you is one of the element signs, and that's called air. Okay, and this one is quite brief because in the pack you have the major arcana, we have the 4 elements, then we have the main angels, which none of them's come out yet, and then we have the life pack, as I mentioned. These cards will be available hopefully, is it nearly February now? Hopefully they'll be beginning or the end of this month, where I can then distribute them. Anyone that's left over, I believe about 16 cards, then they'll be on sale for people to purchase. Okay, in the pack, this card, the elements, have 2 meanings: the reverse side and the upright interpretation. And I'm just going to read you the elements section. And why I say read, because there's 2 elements to it. Right, so what this card means is that it's all about communication and mental clarity. Okay, so Kathleen, with this, it talks about having new, fresh ideas and communication with fresh perspectives. Is just as the air is essential for breathing, the element prompts you to embrace clarity of mind and open channels of communication. So if you're working with spirit, or you're in a situation where communication is important, think before you speak. You hear this so many times. Our parents used to say it to us when we were kids. Don't you speak to me like that. Think before you speak. The teachers used to tell us. We hear it throughout our lives, because sometimes when we get upset, we just ramble on. We waffle on, and I'm probably the biggest waffler apart from Nick on our channel, of course. Then, slap me now. So with that in mind, have this clarity. Think before you speak, find certain solutions, and once you find these solutions, make sure that it's right for you. It's all about mental growth, it's all about inspiration and embracing certain changes that are coming in your life. It clearly states on the card here, as the air elements guide you, your thoughts become tools for transformation and understanding. Okay? And that's what the card represents. Obviously it does go in more detail within the booklet, but I've just given you a snippet there, but I hope it helps. So embrace the clarity of your mind, think positively, and hopefully things will start working their way for you. Alright, okay. Right, who else has we've got here? We got Deborah Long, we got Christine that's here. Let's pull Christine a card. She's been supporting SBTV for many years now, so thank you ever so much for supporting us. So let's go to Christine for you, and you will be able to see Christine on Tuesday. She'll be offering readings. She's coming a long way since she joined SBTV, joined many of our free classes. She's been mentored with Stace and Matt and Kirsty and other people. And yeah, so please come along on Tuesday to support her. And the card I've pulled for you is the Nature card, which is taken from the Life Pack section. And that's number 63 on the pack. And the reason why I'm giving you the pack number is obviously, when you do receive it, you can go back and read it yourself. And that's the reason why I'm doing that. But the Nature card is all about reminding you of the connections with not just the animal kingdom and humans, if you want to call them humans. I believe you're all aliens, but that's another story for another night. We need to embrace nature and what's around us, because we start to neglect what is there. They always talk about going into your back garden or going onto a field with your bare feet and just feel the earth between your knees and your knees between your feet. And if we do that, I don't know why, but we just feel different. How many of you tried that? How many of you have gone to a forest and just taken your socks and your shoes and socks off and just stood there with the earth amongst the bluebells and listening to the wind going through the trees, closing your eyes and listening to the animals, the birds, and just your mind just wanders off and you start to have that inner peace within yourself. And I think at this moment in time, Christine, this is what's needed for you. You need to have some clarity. You need to have this peace. Maybe it's time for you to step outside and feel this soil between your feet. Allow the breeze on your skin. And to let nature guide you. Whisper in your ear of the clarity that you're seeking and that what you need. We all go through life through the simplicity of life just moving along. Have you ever just watched a leaf fall from a tree and then just watched it blowing in the wind and just following where it's going to go and where it lands? And as it goes to land, a gust of wind will come up again and blow the leaf away again. And I just stand there watching and thinking, what's the destiny of that leaf? Does that represent my life? That I've been let go, as in the tree, I've been let go as the leaf to go and follow my own path. And I may have a dip in my life, but every now and then you get that boost of energy, the wind, the breeze, that blows you again onto your pathway. And we just keep going. And if you just allow going outside, every now and then, even if it's cold, just wrap up and just sit on a chair outside watching the world go by. how wonderful that you can have this clarity and think, instead of sitting there watching mundane television, never watch the news. Oh, talk about fear mongering. And just do something with it. Change your routine of your life. Don't just get up, make yourself a breakfast or whatever, a cup of tea or brew or whatever you wish to call it, and then sit down watching television, reading a paper. Don't change your routine. I think this is what they're saying to you right now. Have this clarity, change these cycles, because you're becoming just a rhythm. You're just doing the same thing. You are here to exist. You are here to love. You are here to embrace what life is there. This is your time now. You've had your children. They've grown up. They've gone off just like the leaf. They're going. It's now your time to embrace what's left of our lives as we grow older, to reflect on what you wanted to do. You may have restrictions that may not allow you to do certain things, and I understand that, but you can still grow mentally. You can still do things that you wanted to do. Don't allow people to take the mickey out of you. Don't allow people to talk about you. Put your head up high and say, no matter what you say, no matter what you do, this is my life, and I wished to do it how I want to do it. You have no right to dictate to me how I should live it. I don't dictate to you. You should not dictate to me. Instead, encourage me. If I make a mistake, just embrace me and say, don't give up, keep going. Because that's the encouragement we should be doing. Instead of just saying, oh, I told you it's not going to work. That's a negative. And that's what you don't need to be around us. You should be having a positive. No matter what happens, just remember about this leaf, that it just keeps going and going. And we never know where it's going to land. And this is what I feel right now with you. You don't know where you're going. You don't have to have this focus like some people do. You just enjoy the life that you have. And that's what I want to say to you with that. And just enjoy nature. Go and embrace it. Okay? That was card for you. Oh, I've run out of water. I need to get some more in a minute. Okay. I'm glad it helps in some ways, and it does make sense. Good. Right, okay, let's pick someone else. Yeah, loving, hugging trees, absolutely beautiful. Last time I did that, it told me to get off, so I stopped doing it. But there you go. Another story, it wasn't true. Right, who said that? That was Pammy. Hi, Pammy. Let's pull you a card. We are thinking of changing the commercial breaks, the adverts that we have on SBTV, because we are aware that whenever we put the commercial breaks on, people think that's the end of the show, when in fact it isn't. We've still probably got about another half an hour, maybe 40 minutes to go. But we seem to be losing viewers. So the idea is getting your feedback, keep the adverts, put them on at the beginning, or just put like a little caption at the bottom of the screen. We do the adverts to let you know what's happening on SBTV, along with giving the hosts a little bit of a break as well, because they're working non-stop for about an hour to 2 hours. So we try and give them a few minute break. But I would love your feedback, please. Right, twins. That is yours, Pammy. That is your card. Twins. That is number 73. It's all high numbers. Have you noticed that? Quite a lot of high numbers coming through today. Right. So what does this card mean for me? Well, for me, it encourages you to embrace and have shared experience with people that are like your soul sister, your soul partner, or whatever the case may be. You're embracing this time now. It's a good time to have a partnership, a good time to embrace beginning the start of new adventures. But don't do it on your own. Get people involved in these ideas, and as you start moving closer to what you want, you start feeling more deeper with individuals. Don't shut people out. Don't push people away. This is a good time to embrace, bring people in. Okay, start reflecting onto your own journey, what you want, any aspirations that you have, go for it, And once you have this embrace and these connections, you will find that your own pathway will start to be enriched. And once you've done that, you're not sharing it on your own, because you've brought people into your life to share this experience. And this is what the tweens mean, because if you have a tween, you have shared experiences. And the saying goes that my twin can feel the same thing, or they feel something that's not right or wrong. And it's because they've been embraced together in the womb, and they've grown together for those 9 months. So they have this connection. That's my belief. I could be completely wrong, but that's my belief. So embrace what's going on right now. Encourage other people to get involved. You don't do things alone. Ask people's opinions and advice. At the end of the day, it's your choice what you want to do. They can only advise and guide. Don't always have to listen to them. Weigh up the pros, weigh up the cons. If you're going into business, and for example, you said you're a light worker, if you're thinking about doing this full time, look at the pros and the cons, because then you might say, well, my partner said that they will support me, I would do this full time, and he support me, or she, or whoever might support me. But that means that's a lot of burden on the other person, but they're not going to tell you that because they want what's best for you. So maybe do this sort of job part-time, because why would you want to give up a full-time job where you have regular income that supports your lifestyle? When you give up something and you think, oh, I can do this full-time because I'm being booked every day, or whatever the case may be, but what happens in 3 months' time? At least with that full-time job, you may have that little bit more security, depending on the company, because the way life is going at the moment. But the thing is that what you could be doing right now is listening to your inner self. Is it really what I want? Is it because you want to help people? The answer for that is usually yes. But is it helping you? Will you get tired? Will you be put upon? Will you be demanded upon? Is that then going to make issues with your relationship? Yes, but my partner supports me doing what I'm doing. That's all great. But get them more involved. If they don't believe in all this, or whatever the case may be, get them involved with it, because you don't want to sort of push that to one side. And I think this is what this card is telling you right now, Pammy, is embrace what you have with the people that are around you, and make sure that when you do that, that you do listen to your own inner self as well. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Okay, in some way. Right, what we've got hi Brenda Walker. We've got the artwork is really beautiful. Richard, could you please talk about your process creating the images? Absolutely, yeah, not a problem. When I created these images, I was using Photoshop. I'll show you some of the cards for you. I created using Photoshop the outlines, the images, and then I used an AI package to help me define the colors, the background images, and so forth. And I then went back into Photoshop to colorize them, do some editing, making sure they look the way I want them to look. So it was a process of myself creating the outlines into Photoshop, and then using an AI, and then back into Photoshop to create, for example, put the titles on there, the numbers and the outlines and the colors, for example. But all the inspiration are from me. All the images are created by me, along with the description. The whole pack is being created and designed by me as well. So it's but you notice you got the name here says the High Priestess. On this pack, there's 3 cards that doesn't have any descriptions, and I've never seen this anywhere on any pack, hence why these are unique, that you can actually give that a name. So what I'm asking you, you see a card there that doesn't have any title to it, where the card below has the High Priestess, this one doesn't. What would you say that card means to you? What's it mean? Does it mean anger? Does it mean war? Does it power? What's it mean to you? It's down to the individual to interpret it what it means. Every card in an Oracle deck is down to the individual of their interpretations. I try to do these cards different. So what I'm asking to people who have purchased these or pre-ordered these is read the descriptions, because that's how I see the cards. But it's not just the description. What I've created in the booklet is they talk about the image as well, which is different. Yet again, I haven't seen that in another oracle deck. They just talk about the meaning. These ones actually talk about the pictures and then the meanings behind the cards. But this one is different. There's 3 of them which are different. So far we've got Deborah Long saying strength. We have Brenda saying strength and Christine Davies saying strength. So yeah, thank you for your feedback. How about everybody else? What do you think these cards mean? What do they represent to you? I'll show you some more. So for example, we have the Chariot, which is from a major arcana. And this is one of my favorite cards. It's called Anxiety. Have you ever seen an oracle deck that has this card in it? No. Because this is why they're so unique, because it's honesty, it's the truth and what goes on in our lives. And what I want to say to you with this Anxiety card, if I go in closer to it, there's so many things, so many images behind it, so many symbols, and it's how you perceive it. Okay, so if you're suffering with anxiety, for example, if you look at the bottom here, you have these negative energies, but their energies doesn't mean they're not people, they're not aliens, it's just this energy that surrounds them. Have you noticed that the wings are not on the person? Because they're looking for divine help. I believe if you suffer from anxiety, it's good to talk. Don't hold it in, because depression, anxiety is a killer. And we all know that. And we know how many people pass every year. So far to date, over 40,000 men so far this year has committed suicide through anxiety and depression. And it's not widely known out there because they have this negativity in their minds because they feel they have no one to talk to. So when you talk about it with this card here, you can have this light that's guiding from the top coming down, and then you have this angel with this beautiful glow. It's actually golden in the center of this love, this energy surrounding this person, saying, look, talk, we're here, we're going to embrace you, you will find yourself, you are loved, you are cared for, you will get through this. Because if you look at the 2 negative energies at the top here, they're being stopped by coming into this beautiful white light with this angel in the top that's stopping them from coming in. So it's saying to you, look, we are there. We are there to guide you. It's like that poem, Footsteps on the Sand. You know, think about that when you're going through anxiety. It's about communication. It's about talking to people. Get people to understand. Don't ever feel embarrassed about having anxiety, because 1 out of 3 people suffer from anxiety. You are not alone. Many people hide it. And the more we open up about our feelings to our loved ones, to our family, they might be saying, yes, I suffer from anxiety too. And then you can start talking, you can start embracing. It's releasing this grief, this anger within ourselves. Because if we hold it in, it gets bigger. We start to overthink things. It starts to become bigger and stronger in our mind. And we think enough is enough. But if we communicate, and when someone says you're going to be fine, you're going to be okay, things are going to work out, then maybe they don't understand, or they're too afraid in case they say the wrong thing. Sometimes it's just good to talk and let it out. Okay? And it's not nice when you have it. One of the reasons why I set up SBTV 5 years ago is because I noticed people go to a lot of readers, because if you're suffering from anxiety or depression, you want to go and see a professional, you want to see a counsellor, and you want a waiting list for nearly a year, and it's horrible, and you think, well, how am I going to cope with this? And all the doctors do is just give you pills to take. They're not resolving the situation, they're just making it even worse, because then the medication you have causes more issues, so then you go back to the doctor and they just make more money from the prescriptions. That's all it is, it's a merry-go-round. But if you can fight it head on, and that, as I say, is why I brought up SBTV, so people can come and see a psychic counsellor, or they can go and see a medium, because they're getting direct link from spirit. They're given that guidance, they're given that comfort. And people say, oh, when I'm really low, spirit don't come in. But they do. Do you ever get a burning sensation on your spine? I know when my father comes close to me, I get a lower burning sensation on my spine, and I get all different parts of the body when other people coming in. You might feel the same thing. Reflect on your life. Reflect on what's going on with yourself. How can you overcome this? Talking, coming on SBTV. When we do the chats on a Tuesday, it's for everybody to come in. You don't have to go on camera. You can just use your voice. You can speak out. That's what that community channel is for. It's for Stay Shaw. She's a very good medium and reader. She has counselling skills. Come in, talk. And it's not just talking to her, it's talking to everybody. It's releasing this negativity from you to communicate. And this is why SBTV is unique, because we have such a diverse channel. We don't just offer readings, we offer wellness, we offer people meditations, guidance. It's all about supporting everybody, not just doing readings. Okay, so anyway, I've moved on, so I'll show you some more cards. So then you've got, like, for example, the Hermit, Strength. Christine, put your tongue away. I know you like this card a lot. Okay. Destiny is another one of my favourite cards. And I say every card is unique. Every card is different. They're not the same. They have symbols. They have symbolic meanings. And, just by looking at these images, I hope that some of them are giving you inspiration of making you think about things, like the Water, Dreams. And every one of these have their own, in the booklet, have a description for you. I will go back to some more cards in a minute, don't worry. And another card that I want to show you is the Death card. It is different. I didn't want to do a typical Death card that you see in other Oracle cards or other major Arcana cards. I wanted something different. And when I show it to you, I would love for you to tell me what you think the card represents to you. Not the meaning of new beginnings. That's the typical. Death means new beginning in a typical Arcana set. That's what it means. New starts, new choices. But what does this card mean to you? Okay, look at the illustration. Ooh. I will be doing some content. I'm just having a bit of fun right now. Something different. I don't think we've ever done this before. So yeah, tell us what you think. Donna is saying enlighten. Brenda saying taking control. Deborah saying looks like there's safety in charge. I'm going to come closer to it for you because the face you can't really see. So it goes a bit out of focus. What you can't see is, if you look at it, for me it's a phoenix, and the face that I created is a bit more like a bird. It's pointed, looks like a beak, so it's reborn, rebirth, new beginnings. Okay, and then you can look at the fire behind, but is it fire? Is it energy instead? Is it saying to you, you have this energy to grow, be stronger? And then you might think, well, they've got dark wings. Well, maybe they're dark because you're coming out of the shadows, because you do have that light. And there is a circle at the top there, because life is infinity. Do we reincarnate? Do we start again? No one will know until we go over and we find out ourselves. And then you have like the whips at the bottom. Or are they chains? Are they holding you back? Can you fly higher? Or is it that you're saying to people, I'm not holding on anymore, I'm letting go, I'm having a new beginning? And then you've got the bright light above her head. It's that spirit inspiration saying to you, time for change now, it's for you. It's for you. So it takes a lot. When you look at this card, Akimi is saying immediately that you're seeing the phoenix, and that's where I created the card from. So a lot of these cards that I've created have lots of meanings. You may open it up one day and see something totally different. And it's really up to you. Absolutely, Don. Yeah, it means different for each of us. Absolutely, and that is the idea of the cards, is to give you something to think about. So you have the Death card here, and then there's another one here that is blank. So what does this card mean to you? So this is number 77 out the deck. There's 78. What's it mean to you? A bit different, very colourful. And if you do like understanding Oracle and Tarot cards, yet again on Tuesday with Stace, she does help you understand the tarot card meanings and so forth. So yeah, it's come along and enjoy it. It is via Zoom. It is broadcasted on SBTV. You don't have to show your face, as I said, but you can use your audio, so you get that instant response. It's a community where everyone can come on, share their views, have an idea. It's on for about an hour and a half at 6 o'clock on Tuesday, and it's every fortnight. Margaret's saying rising up. Christine is saying female energy and power. Kim is saying rising as well. And Natalie is saying shine your light. I will be doing cards as well soon, so I'm just having a bit of a break for a sec. Akima is saying joyful abundance. Donna's saying uplifting. So I mean, it means so many different things, but there's one card here which is quite simple, it's quite easy, and it's called knowledge. And it says for itself, really, doesn't it? You got a gentleman there reading a book. It's all about knowledge. So some of the cards are quite simple, quite easy to understand, where some of them actually you have to look into the meanings and see what they're saying and understand what they're saying. Yeah. Out of all the cards that I created, this one for me is the most ultimate favourite out of all the cards that I've created. And it is my ultimate favourite card, and it's called Innocence. Okay, so yeah, that's my and the card represents joyfulness, being innocent in what you do, having fun, live your life, embrace what's there, and that's what that card represents. You got the candle that she's holding of life. When you're a young child, you got that youthful innocence. You want to have fun. You want to grow and have knowledge. You believe in fairy tales. You believe in angels, and you believe. I'm not saying you don't now, but it's this innocence of just being happy. So when you ever get this card, and that's what it represents in the pack. It's a beautiful card saying, have fun, live life, be innocent within your life, because you're there to grow, you're there to learn and enjoy it. So yeah. So if you ever get this one in the pack, it's a nice one. Okay. Right then, let's stop me from waffling. Let's put that back in the pack, and let's do a few more before I call it an evening. Yep, trust as well. Deborah, when you're young, you are, I'm assuming you do trust people. Yep. Yet again, it's how you interpret the card to yourself. Right, I've lost my black dot. It was on Death Look. There you go, see, I don't even know where it is now. Boom, that'll do. I don't know if it was there or not. There you go. Right, here we go. Right, I'm just going to pick, I didn't even say who I'm going to pick a card to, did I? Let's go to Margaret Bennett. She's the first one who's on the top of my list. The Black Dot of Death, yeah, absolutely, Terry, yeah. Right, and the card I've got for you... Oh! Christine, you got your wish. It's health. Okay. Yet again, you will not see that in a typical pack, because I've tried to create this pack more realistic than any other pack that is out there, and do my research. I've not seen anything like this. So yeah, but I must say to you that why these cards can provide guidance as well, they should not replace any professional medical advice or treatment. Okay, always consult your healthcare professional about any concerns. No reader, no medium should ever tell you about your health. And even being lives in private, that's different, because it's a one-to-one private. So I'm just going to do a quick brief for you, Margaret, on this, because I don't really wish to talk about that. Okay, so it's just, if you have any worries, please go and see a professional. Doesn't always mean about health, it could be mental as well, because it's still health at the end of the day, isn't it? But what this card means, and I'm just going to read it from the pack. Okay, I'm not going to give you my interpretation to a degree, because it is my interpretation, because they're my words. It says, drawn the health card in your reading, it's a fortuitous omen, signifying a period of rejuvenation and vitality. The card beckons you to reflect on your well-being, not just in the physical realm, but mentally and spiritually as well. Whether you've been considering adopting healthier habits, mending emotional wounds, or seeking spiritual growth, now is the opportune moment. It does go into more details about the card and the health, which I'm not going to do, Margaret, for you. And it's nothing to worry about. It really isn't. These deck is very powerful. They're very positive. There's nothing negative about it. But if you want to email me, info@sbtv.uk, I will then send you an email with the wording of the card. Okay, because I feel you should not be doing health readings online. Okay, and I'm going to stick with that rule. I don't even allow the readers, when we go live, if they start talking about health, you might notice that they go quiet, because I'm saying to move away from that, because that's a personal, private thing, and that should be only for a private one-to-one reading, not broadcasted. So Margaret, send me an email, info@sbtv.uk, and I will reply back with the description of the pack. But there is definitely nothing to worry about. Okay, it's all about your desires and about being attuned to yourself. That's what it is. Okay, right, okay, let's go to Danielle next, because she was at the very top. And the card I picked for you is a major arcana card, which is the Hanged Man. Okay, you notice that it's different. It's not traditional. It's usually the Hanged Man is upside down and so forth. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to make these cards a bit more positive and a bit more joyful. In the cards, they're very vibrant with their colors and the meanings. And yeah, you probably guessed that anyway by looking at them. So the Hanged Man card, it's, as I said, it's a typical one from the major arcana, and it all talks about surrender and a shift in your perspective in your life. It talks about having realizing attachments of the outcomes within your life as well, have some judgments and a state of stillness. Think before you speak, as I mentioned earlier on. It also encourages you to have look at different situations at a different perspective. So if you're standing up, you see the world as it is. But what if you turn upside down? Everything's upside down, because you're looking at it at a different perspective. So I feel that at this moment in time, you need to look at both angles within your life of what you want to do. Have that wisdom of that you've gained over the years, and that knowledge that you've gained, to figure out what you want. Have that contemplation of where you want to go, okay, with it all. And by surrendering some things that you cannot achieve, doesn't mean you've been defeated. It means you're just not ready yet. You've still got that little bit more way to go to learn and to grow. And as you start to understand more, and include in your spiritual growth, that then you can turn around and say, well, I'm not defeated anymore. I've looked at it at a different perspective. I looked at it at a different angle. Now let's try it this way. Okay, and I feel what this card represents to you right now, Daniel, is saying to you, look at things a bit differently to what you have been looking at. Because once you start to do that, things may start to become that little bit more clearer from you. Okay, because it's all about clearing your mind, understanding the situation, and when you look at it from a different perspective, things might start to become clearer for you. Okay, I hope that helps. Right, guys. I'm Natalie saying I'm feeling like to take a holiday. Take time out to think. Absolutely. Go by the sea. Enjoy yourself. Walk across the beach. Put some nice music on. Oh, that reminds me, something we are doing. Minty, May and I are planning to do something in towards the spring and the summer, which is all about meditation on location, and we're inviting everybody to participate. It is going to be free. Obviously, donations towards Minty would be helpful, because obviously he has to give a day out, because we're thinking about meeting up somewhere in the public, having like a picnic with people, and go from there. So there's an idea we were talking about. So yeah, once we finalise things, we'll let you know. Let us know if you like the idea. Oh, fire that one. Look, not going to give you that card. I don't even know I'm giving a card to. Let's go to Claire. Are you sisters by any chance? Claire and Danielle? I'm not sure. Same surname. Oh, I'm throwing the cards all over the place. Right, the card that's stuck in my hand is the Emperor card, which is also a major arcana card. Oh, is that straight? No, it's drunk. Lay off the beer. So, yeah. Where was I going? The Emperor, which is obviously a major arcana card. So if you know these cards, then you know what I'm going to say to you. And it's all about leadership, this card. It's all about having the authority to guide and to structure your life. So Claire, I want to say to you, let's have this structure back into your life. Okay, let's be strong. Let's stand up and say, I will not be dictated to. I will not allow people to walk over me. I'm going to be strong, and I will do this. Okay, the Emperor card is all about organized power and all about order. The energy that it has surrounding you, which is on the disc behind, okay, is all about energy. It's all about the authority. It's about making these decisions. And once you've made your mind up, stick with it. Say, no, I'm not going to be led down the garden path. I am not going to be told what to do. Create some solid foundation around you. And once you have that, then look at some traditions that you like. Why should you change your path for someone else when it doesn't make you feel happy? Lead yourself with more wisdom and have some fairness in your life. Have a balance in your life to what you're doing. Okay, and this is what I want to say to you, is be strong, give yourself that structure, as I said, and start using from your knowledge that you have from the past to a situation that's happening around you right now. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So Claire was your mum. So there you. So Claire, live your life. Don't let Danielle tell you what to do. You're the mum. Okay, I'm just messing. Do what you want, but have fun, enjoy. You two go on holiday together. Go down to a nice Cornwall place in Cornwall and just walk along to the beach and whatever. You know, have fun. Okay. Right, a few more minutes and then I'm going to go. How we doing with the likes and the shares? I bet there's only 4 people watching. Oh, there's only 11. Not many. Hi, Gwendolyn. Hope you're doing well. Everybody on YouTube is quiet. They're probably all drunk. Falling on the floor. I don't know. No idea. Holidays are wonderful. Absolutely, they will do. Yeah. Right. Okay. Susan, let's go to you. Susan Carey. The next card is for you. As I said earlier on at the beginning of the show, if you've only just come on, I'm doing this purely for a bit of fun. I'm not a psychic, I'm not a medium, I'm just giving you the descriptions of how I interpret the cards. But obviously, if you see something different within the cards, then by all means, have a look. Please follow and like us on TikTok, because we're trying to go live on there as well. And if you are looking for a professional medium, by all means, check out the hosts on SBTV, because they are vetted before they come on, and go to our directory, which you'll find on sbtv.uk. I sound like an advert. Right, and this card keeps on popping out. So you've got fire, which is obviously one of the 4 elements in the pack. And yet again, these are created by me, how I interpret the element section. And there's only like 4, but they both mean either side. But what I want to say to you, Susan, with that card, I want to say that when you look at the energy, you think that it's fire and it's negative. But when you look at some people who have fires, they are done intentionally to clear, to breathe, to a new beginning. It's embracing certain actions within your life, because a fire, we don't know where flame's going to go. It goes left, right, up and down, whatever. It goes forwards, backwards. We just don't know what a flame can do. And I want to say to you at the moment, Susan, can you just focus right now? Can you not just keep going all over the place, running around for everyone, doing things for everyone? How about, Susan, how about doing things for yourself? Okay, remind yourself that all the endeavors that you're doing, is it going to benefit you? You've got all this enthusiasm, you have all this determination within you, just like fire has. It has this energy, it has this enthusiasm. It wants to go to determination, to where it wants to go. And this is you. You've got to take bold actions, I want to say to you now. You want to start overcoming certain obstacles and start to create a positive change within you. Okay, the fire card, in my view, is about lighting the way to success and fulfillment. Okay, because fire is strong, it's powerful, but it's also beautiful, just like water. One of the most powerful things on our planet, and the most beautiful thing on our planet, apart from me, of course, is I'm joking, is water. We can see it, it calms, it gives us that thought, that meditation, that makes us feel a part of the earth. It's lovely to feel when you had a bad day, you want a bath, or you want a nice long shower. It just calms you. But it can also be very dangerous. It can be very powerful. And it's a bit more like the fire. When you're sitting at home with a log fire and it's burning, you've got your arms around your loved one, the fire's burning, you have a glass of wine, you're talking, you're embracing one another. It's that beautiful light that flickers, the sound of the crackling of the fire, of the wood burning. It gives you warmth, it makes you feel happy. But then there's the danger side to it. And we all know what fire can do, because we can get angry within oneself. And when we start being angry, we start to, as the expression goes, we start to fire up. And if we then calm that fire down, it can be peaceful, it can be beautiful again. And I feel what I want to say to you, Susan, right this moment in time, think about your actions. Think about any obstacles that are coming your way, and start to think positive, because these changes are around when you want them to be, when you are ready to make these changes. Okay, that's what I want to say to you with that. Okay, right, okay, I'm going to go to Anna, because I know she's been here for a while. Let's pick you a card. Right, nearly going to go, everyone. Oh, throw the cards out everywhere. Yeah, it is Deborah. Yeah, Deborah's saying watching fire is hypnotic. It certainly is. There you go. So let's do... Thank you for sharing, Anna. And you've got adventure. Yet again, this is a new card that we've placed in the pack under the life pack. Is that a straight? It's not straight, is it? There we go. And that card is it's the first card in the life pack, and it means, for me, when I did this, it reminded me of Indiana Jones, and that's how I created the card, because he's in for an adventure. He has two sides. He has the archaeologist, and then he has the adventure side. So he has two sides of him, and then he has a third, which is all about the love and family and so forth when you watch the films. So when I reflected this card and thought about it, there's also some symbols. You can't see it, but at the very top here, there's a lot of symbols. The light is taken away from it. It's talking about your own journey and where you want to go. Okay, having the power of being productive with yourself, about the path that's lay ahead against you. Yes, there's adventures in all our lives because we get up, we do things. Not every day is the same because we always reflect on certain things. And what we do with that, with our life, is that we can grow within ourselves. We can learn from our friends, we can learn from our families, and as children we grow up and we start to grow and we start to learn by their advice. And that's a new adventure. You want to go out, you want to play with your friends, you want to climb trees. We just run around, you scrape your knee, and all of a sudden you turn into a little child again, screaming for your mum or your dad to rub your knee. Within 30 seconds, they've rubbed their knees, you think you've done your healing, and they're off again, falling over again, screaming and shouting. But it's that adventure. And what I'm trying to say to you at this moment in time, Anna, is there's new adventures coming your way. Now that could be anything to do with romance, new jobs. It could be doing anything to being that's going to make you happy. It's going to give you this adventure that you're going to enjoy. You're going to learn. You're going to grow with it. Be bold. Take leaps of faith. If someone asks you out on a date, or if you're going for a job and you think, oh, I'm not sure, take the leap of faith. Make sure you tell someone what you're doing, that they text you or call you at certain times. Always make sure security is the paramount within your life, but go for it. Have a greater understanding of yourself, the universe, and always make sure that you have this faith in your ability. And if it is a new love life coming your way, enjoy it. Have fun with it. If it's a new job, have fun with it. Embrace it. You go to work for a company because usually it's the first one is about finances, but most of the time it's about because that's what you want to do. And if it's the job is not what you want, then look for something else. It's the same as with relationships. Don't hold on to what's not going to be there anymore. Embrace your life, go for that adventure, and enjoy every part of it. Okay, so I've just seen your comments that you are looking for love. So I want to say with this card here, it's all about embracing this new beginning, this new start. So that could be the love. And you never know. He might knock on your door and be your plumber. You never know. I don't know. But there you go. Anyway, people, that's it for me. I've been waffling now for nearly 2 hours. But these are the pack that they're all from, and that is the Divine Guidance pack. Thank you again for everybody who's pre-ordered. I will get them out as quickly as I possibly can, but thank you ever so much for your patience. Hope you've enjoyed this evening. Please support us on TikTok. It's been on screen throughout the show. Join our TikTok at SBTVD UK because we're really trying to push it. Download the app. It's 100% free. Just go to the Google App Store and type in SBTV app. You got a free card of the day, free meditation, free podcasts, free wellness. And there's a free questions and answers. If you've got any spiritual questions, you can start typing in your question and it will come up with an answer for you. It's all audio, or you can read it. So those who have trouble with reading or maybe dyslexic, you just click the play button. It will do an audio response for you as well. There's lots on the app. Please download it. It is free. This is ads free. It's very secure, otherwise it won't be on the Apple Store. I created it myself, so I know there's no third parties. We don't collect any information from you whatsoever. It's 100% secure and free. So yeah, please download it, and and add us to TikTok. Have a great evening what's left. Thank you ever so much for keeping me company tonight. I hope you've enjoyed it, and yeah, take care. And don't forget, tomorrow at 11 o'clock we have the Divine Service, and then 7:30 tomorrow night with Maria and Lee. So bye for now.